Howdy everyone, and welcome back to Runt9 Plays Nova Drift. We had our fun little zany run at the end of the last one, but since this is a new episode, we're gonna get all serious. As serious as you can be in a game that has this many bright flashing colors and cool, crazy build options and all that. And, you know, the best part is I don't go into an episode or a run knowing this is what I'm gonna do. But then I get there and I'm like, oh, okay, so you're gonna give me the new weapon that I haven't tried out yet. Deploy a bladed drone to shred targets. Blades automatically return to their source, so it's boomerang style. Blades count as both a weapon and a construct. Blades deployed by you are larger, deal 50% more damage, fire faster, and fire sub-munitions. Blades deployed by you must be assembled and cannot exceed your construct limit. I'm not sure I totally understand, but we're going for a blade weapon, brother. All right, so I shoot that back. Okay, so I'm basically shooting a boomerang now. Okay. And so I'm assuming I can get it to, yeah. Okay, I can get it to follow me and do crazy stuff. And it fires these like extra, like kind of tiny bullets off of it. Okay. So it counts as a construct, so I imagine projectile count doesn't work on it. But like, what happens if I increase my construct count? Like, what if I get the engineer hull? That's what I'm super curious about. So I don't know how good of an idea it is to do what I'm doing and like fly around like crazy to see how much. Oh, okay. So they can also like eat your boomerang. Good to know. This is going to be a learning experience. Big time. Like a very, very big time learning experience. Let's get an upgrade here. How about you give me temporal, and then battery assault specter. I mean, obviously, I'm incredibly curious what happens if you take battery with this, but we're gonna go assault because, you know, I want to have a successful run to start off with. Doesn't seem to do the greatest bit of damage in the world. And there are a lot of enemies on the screen, and I'm not sure how to deal with all of this. Give me an upgrade. Okay, so I mean, projectile targeting obviously seems like really good. You can only deploy one construct at a time, though. I'm curious how that would go, but I think projectile targeting seems immediately like a good idea with this. I also am incredibly close to just, yeah, straight up getting yeeted. Okay, that's fair. First time trying to use that weapon, no idea how it's supposed to go. So let's start it up again. Honestly, I want to take the exact same weapon. I'm willing to sink a reroll or two into it to try to get it. If we don't, then we'll do something a little bit different, but I'm not sure I completely understand how that one works. And I think that we, instead of trying to treat it like a projectile, treat it like a construct and just go for that. So give me a reroll, and we got it again. Okay, perfect. So let's give this a different try. Affected by construct and weapon mods. Let's try to play a little bit safer. Okay, so you know what? I don't think itself is what you want to be doing the damage with. You want it to go out and fire off its little sub-munitions. Although it also isn't like the worst thing in the world if you get it to go out and do some damage on its own by hitting stuff with it. You know, I'm gonna be most curious about how this does against the first boss. Like, I want to see the damage difference between we're just shooting it out off to the side and letting its sub-munitions do work versus it's sitting there clinging to the enemy and doing a bunch of damage on its own. But I think construct mods are going to be what we want the most here. Warp, Halo, Temporal. I don't really care for any of these, honestly. Give me a reroll. I think Reflect or Bastion. I mean, we're going to go construct upgrades, so I think Bastion is probably not the worst idea in the world here. So, note to self, it does die if you shoot it at a mine. So I still don't know how to deal with this enemy very well at all. Other than try to just get it in there, and I mean, like, we're dying here, basically. Get it in there, please. I don't know about this one, brother. This is kind of a tough one to rate. Like, I want to like it. It seems neat. We need the engineer body. We need an engineer. Architect, Hullbreaker, Assault. I gotta re-roll it one more time. We didn't get it. So honestly, give me Sentinel here, and then. So we're gonna do a bit of a construct run, but I'm not going to do the same kind of we don't use our own weapon anymore run that we did a couple episodes ago now. But for real though, this weapon is hard to understand how to use it effectively. Okay, we finally got that dude down. Alright, first boss. This is our first real test of what we got going on right now. Get it stuck on the boss. It basically kills itself after hanging out for a while. We got an upgrade ready. Well, let's just kind of see. Alright, so it does a decent bit of damage. Okay, so this is plus construct max hull, assembly speed, all that good stuff. That seems pretty solid. We're definitely going to go with that one. Because I think hull, giving it more max hull, yeah, it seems like it took a little bit longer for it to die there. That also should mean that our frontal shield takes more damage before it dies as well, which, needless to say, seems pretty decent. Okay, so this seems like it's going to be a lot more of a late bloomer. It's not going to just immediately be amazing, and I'm okay with that. Drone hull, I mean, I'm not going to do mines in this one again as well. We're going to keep, you know, chasing that engineer. I need to keep an eye on that. Anytime we see engineer down here, we need to take it. Give me reinforced drone. There's Firefly. Advanced engineering, I think that's a solid one. It's probably time to go ahead and grab rocket drones, though. It's Hullbreaker. It's still not what we're looking for. More rerolls and everything. That would clear everything that we got. Blast radius. I do like the galvanic outburst. But let's grab magnitude. That'll help the little projectiles that come off of our main weapon. It doesn't make itself bigger, but it makes the projectiles that it shoots out bigger, so they'll go farther and do more damage. There we go. Get it orbiting a little bit, get it shooting out more projectiles. Don't just treat it like a boomerang, like actually let it go shoot some of its own sub-munitions. I think the splintering is probably a good idea. So we're not going to do the shielded constructs or the overseer again. I want to actually avoid that tree. There's engineer. Okay, good thing I saw that. Definitely give me engineer. Nope. So now we can fire a lot more of these, and it basically is a rate of fire increase is what it amounts to. So if we have 3 of them and I click, it does shoot out all 3 at once. Okay, so doing this without engineer just seems like you're playing the game on hard mode. I'm gonna just throw that out there. Ally seems good. Hypermetabolism, rampage, slipstream. And I'm not sure that blast radius is necessarily going to be good here, though. Give me a reroll on this one. Splinter seems decent. I don't really like any of these, honestly. Yeah, give me Splinter. That's fine. Okay. Now I'm starting to see how it's gonna work. You get more of them out there at a time, and you get a lot more going on. I mean, obviously, like, literally that's how it works, but I mean, you get more damage, you get more of their additional sub-munitions going. Obviously, you get more area covered, which is very beneficial. It seems interesting. I still don't know exactly how I feel about it, but I'm okay with it so far. The damage output still doesn't feel particularly high, though, is the only thing. Self-destruction. When your constructs are... So this I think is where it starts getting really interesting. Is now, when our constructs die, specifically in this case, when our boomerangs die, they're going to explode. And I think this is where, like, blast radius mods and things like that can start coming into play, and potentially adding even more killing power against, like, harder boss type enemies that have more HP and basically kill them off. Okay, let's tank all of that damage. That's a very good idea, actually. Give me advanced engineering. I do like having more drones. So now they're going to... I want to see one explode. Okay, so that caused basically a double explosion. Okay, so that doesn't do a small amount of damage, honestly. Let's let all 3 regenerate and then send them. So even though we're not attacking the quote-unquote vulnerable part, that's still doing a solid chunk of damage. So... I think corrosive stacks could be interesting here. Does rate of fire affect our drones? I'm honestly not 100% sure. Projectile velocity also seems pretty decent. But let's grab projectile velocity. Yeah, that definitely makes our blades go out faster. Okay. I'm feeling this now. It's starting to click a little bit. That's not good in the slightest. Yeah, this worm is an enemy that I don't remember being in before. and it is not easy to deal with. Okay, let's upgrade here and try to grab something useful. Assault drones, I don't know if we're necessarily going to do the formations and stuff again, but I mean, at this point, probably not a bad idea to do that. But this is about trying to figure out how to make the blades as good as possible, not let's just spam drones and get a high score again. That's not what I'm trying to do on this one. Even though obviously at the moment, the drones are putting in serious work. Rampage, ally, let's go rapid fire here. So I'm pretty sure that like construct assembly time is going to be the most important modifier we can get from a overall damage output perspective, especially against bosses. Since our main output against bosses is going to be shoot out all three of our dudes, let them go like stick to the boss doing damage, and explode, dealing large amounts of damage. Or against enemies like this as well. I still don't feel like they do a whole heck of a lot of damage. And that may just be that I'm missing something or using them improperly, which is, you know, 100% entirely possible. Like, let's be honest here. We've talked about on this channel before how I'm not the greatest gamer around. I don't try to pull any punches with that. Alright, get me out of here. And let's try to find a decent upgrade here, maybe? Double tap, Solar Heart. And I kind of want to re-roll this one, but I'm also kind of curious how double tap works. Okay, so it instead fires them out one at a time and does a burst fire mode type thing instead of sending all three out like fanned out. Not sure I like that without getting another one so it sends all three one after another. I think at this point, let's just grab pursuit mode and leave our drones in pursuit mode. They'll go do what they do. We'll focus on sending out our blades to kind of back them up. But I think letting our drones just go into assault mode or pursuit mode is going to be the best course of action. And I don't think I'm even going to grab the flanking mode because I'm going to be too focused on trying to get other types of things rolling. So yeah, the blades do get stuck on the orbs there, which is less than ideal. But we want to get it in there and stuck to the boss is the thing. Like that. Alright, so it's gonna do its orb spinny thing and create a singularity. Our drones are in there in pursuit mode doing what they need to do, and now it should be rip drones. Nope, the drones are still sticking. Honestly, kind of surprised by that. We'll just hang out here, avoid the singularity, and then... Yeah, the burst fire is messing with me now. I have to remember to click twice. Honestly, that could have gone a lot worse. That was one of the safer fights we've had. It's like I'm spinning this whole run just slightly on that edge of I don't know if this is good or not. I don't think snipe is beneficial. I think this is a reroll, brother. I mean, yeah, shield strength is probably a good idea. I'm not gonna go battalion. Full strength, calibrate, blast radius? Yeah, let's do blast radius. That'll make the death explosions on them do a larger AoE. I feel like that is good, especially considering that we can then turn it around and do concentrated blast to make it just do a ton more damage. The burst fire is really throwing me off. I need the full burst fire. Fire all three at once. These guys are no joke, dude. I mean, we could work on turret goodies here. What even is our shield? Oh yeah, Bastion. I don't know. Does that actually increase the size of our Bastion? Let's find out. Ow. Well, we won't find out yet. Hey, this guy is probably going to kill us. I'm just going to be straight up with you here. It is entirely possible that he straight up murders us. I'm getting, like, more radio silence on this one because I feel like I have to focus more with this build. It's very strange. And it's like, it's not that I don't like it, it's that I still just feel like I don't understand it. And that's kind of a hard pill to swallow because, like, understanding things is not usually my problem. It's executing on the understanding. It's usually my problem. And so the confusion is like, I wanna learn more about how this is supposed to be good. I can't believe I tanked that straight to the face. That was a bad idea. You gotta be more careful than that, dude. Okay, what kind of things you got for me? Don't increase blast radius. I honestly don't care. You know what? Give me another double tap. So this should increase my burst fire to where I will fire all three at once. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, that's ultimately what I want here. I want to just go 1, 2, 3. Let's go. That's what we're after here. Is a 1, 2, 3. Let's go. And obviously, more construct speed would still be very nice. Okay, and then can we get in there and kill this dude? Alright, there's a lot going on the screen. Radio silence for just a second here. Let me get myself out of trouble. Or die. One of the two. One of those two things is like a guarantee to happen here. Okay. Payload. Sure. Give me payload. Phantom strike, focus shields. I don't know, give me focus shields. Alright, we don't have shields right now. Give me to the other side of the screen, though. If I get Blade again soon, I'm going to try things a little bit differently. I mean, it is supported really well by the drones. So I think the drones they're not like a must, but they're certainly a very nice to have. Give me something else. Give me more shield durability. Let's get tanky. Let's get tanky with it. More drones also wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think at this point it's like, again, I'm not going for a drone build here. I'm trying to focus on getting the blade working better. Ow, I ran right into the mine. That was so bad, dude. Oh, crap. Crap. Ow. Nope, we're dead. Oh. I felt like that was a good run. New mod tree unlocked, efficiency. Grants improved regeneration and shield cooldown while you're not firing. Neat. I like unlocking new mod trees. Okay, well, you know the drill now. We are at 25 minutes in. That got us to 7th place on our high score list. So 25 minutes means we're going to start up a new run and we're going for maximum Zane. Let's see what we get. I would be totally cool with a just bonkers grenade run. So I think if we get grenade, that's what I want to see. Or that's what I want to take. Because I think we could do some really weird stuff with it. Salvo, railgun, split shot. None of those, like, those are all pretty straightforward. Give me a reroll. Torrent, flak. Do we go for a zany blade? Assembly time scales with rate of fire. I don't know, dude. So we tried a torrent run last time. Give me another reroll. All right, Vortex, Grenade, and Pulse. All really fun for Zane. Think that I want to do a fun grenade run, though. So basically, you fire out this little grenade. On impact, it'll explode, or after it runs out of momentum. When it explodes, it does a cluster bomb kind of thing. And grenades can be quite fun when you add a bunch of them to the mix and just throw out crap tons of grenades. What I'm curious about is what happens when you have burst fire. Give me something more interesting. Give me reflect. You know what? That's fine. And obviously you can get more velocity on the grenade if you are going in that direction. Problem with that is, of course, oh my god, I am so bad at dodging. Problem, of course, with that is it makes it a little harder to aim, even though it is kind of a better way to do things. So this one's always just a little bit hard to pull off if you're not able to clear the enemies out quickly. Rate of fire increases help, obviously, but you have to be able to get there first. There we go. We got him. Architect, Hullbreaker, and Battery. So this was part of it, and I think that Battery is going to be a staple in our zany runs. But I want to see Architect with mines on this grenade run. So we're probably going to do an ally or a turret with it. Probably an ally, I would guess. Okay, but we also need to, like, not take damage. I promise, like, I'm not throwing on purpose. I am trying to come up with cool ideas, but it needs to be something that's, you know, also quasi-effective. All right, I mean, blast radius right out of the gate, I gotta tell you, is what you want, but give me mines and just start detonating. And I think that blast radius will also affect our mines. Can we clear out the ads first? I mean, they're not really ads in this case, but... That enemy is still from the last wave, brother. Get it out of here. Get out of here. Give me more stuff. Elegant construction. I mean, I think we go for the ally here. We're gonna do one really good ally. That's gonna be a 3 or a 4. That's a 4, brother. And so basically, whenever another ally is ready, we can self-destruct the first one, if we are so interested. Oh no, we self-destruct it and then another one starts building. Okay, so that's how that works. Seems fun. So ally gains evasion, but I think at this point we need revelation. Like, it's just too good whether we're going for Zane or not. Oops, I ran into other mines. There we go. Now we're putting some damage down. Let's resummon our ally, since that was kind of the point. And we can self-destruct it if at any point we're interested, but I think at the moment, we just want our ally to go around and do useful things for us. So these guys, it's a great time to use your mines. So let's just see. What's the blast? Oh my god, the blast radius on that is no joke, dude. Okay. So the architect mines are pretty fun. Retribution. I don't care about automatically when we take that. So drone specialist is kind of entertaining, except for the fact that the construct limit doesn't affect us. I think this is probably where we take masochism. We have self-damage resistance. We take more damage, and enemies take more damage the more damaged we are. Let's see here. Give me heavy caliber, probably, or double tap. So we're going to take 3 double taps here. This is going to give us +3 burst fire. And so it should go boom, 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 boom. Or boom, boom. Or not. Okay, so I'm not sure. Didn't that give us... Oh, no, it applied to masochism. Okay, so we now take 9% more damage from enemies. And, yeah, so we actually want to take damage because enemies take up to 45% more damage the more damaged we are. Which I like that from the perspective of we can be aggressive and know that, like, things are gonna go kind of nuts when things get in a rough spot for us, I should say. So plus mine damage and mine effect. You know what? That sounds perfectly fine with me. Give me Mine Specialist. The mines seem pretty good. And so basically, because the blast radius has increased so much on the mines, they actually explode a lot sooner. They don't explode when someone goes over them. They actually explode when someone is within their blast radius. Like that. That's actually pretty neat. Don't think I care here. Maybe. Because the ally does count as an advanced construct. I want auto mines is the thing. That's what I'm after here. So give me ally evasion. We want to get the ally getting better here. All right, auto mines. I'm not even going to look at what else it is because I'll talk myself out of it. I refuse to talk myself out of it here. I'm definitely down with more burst fire and just seeing, you know, how high can we get the total number of grenades that come out of our ship. Which means we would need the rate of fire tree for, you know what? Here, have mines. Oh wait, no, we're auto laying mines. Duh. All right, elegant construction, loaded mines. I think that right off the bat, you gotta just take the loaded mines. All right, so we've taken some damage, so this should hurt them a little bit more now. Can I have my ally back, please? Okay, so this is boss number 2. We're gonna try to sneak some grenades in there before his laser gets going. And then we're basically just gonna sit here and fire grenades at the side here. Okay, now get in here. Give me some grenades. Blow these things up. All right, now get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out. It's too dangerous. Dangerous to go alone. Take this. That's not actually the sound that grenades make when you deploy them, but, you know, fun to imagine, I guess. Oh, come on. I got this. I'm gonna... Oh, I was so afraid that I was gonna, like, die from taking too much hull damage. Or, from crash damage, I mean. I apparently can't speak English today. When you're not firing, plus 20% regen and more shield cooldown. So this one divides damage evenly amongst our hull and shields. This one, if our max hull is greater than max shields, convert max shields to max hull. Otherwise, convert max hull to max shields. Conversion occurs after all other hull and shield calculations. Banish all tier 1 mods currently offered to you. Minus 4% size and friction for each mod banished this way. A tier 1 mod is a mod within a mod tree which has no predecessor. Interesting. That's a really strange one. Alright, our ally regenerating its max hull seems good, but I think we're going to want to get the better ally mod trees unlocked sooner rather than later. But also keep in mind, from a Zane perspective, I want more grenade burst fire, please. Give me rate of fire, brother. Because so far, like, this doesn't feel too crazy. Like, this just feels like you're doing kind of a normal run and just picking some slightly suboptimal things. More projectiles, though. I mean, that's plus blast radius. Reverses knockback direction. I mean, honestly, like, blast radius is going to be a go-to all day, every day. Guardian. Your ally is transformed into a Guardian. Gains the ability to recover the hull of other types of damaged advanced constructs. Prioritizes hazards over enemies. So this gets into projectiles hit twice and gain a large blast radius. Projectile velocity and damage no longer degenerate. Your Guardian confuses nearby enemies into attacking it instead of you. Your Guardian can create and hold up to 1 meta charge. I'm tempted, but I don't know what the assault ally looks like, because I honestly don't think I've gone down this particular path before. So I think what we're going to do is just go with nanotech reconstruction here, wait and see what the other tree looks like, and then decide which one we're going to go for. Blast radius is king, and anything to make our ally better is also going to be king. I honestly did not see the exclamation point that time, and so that could have ended very poorly for me. Give me an upgrade here. I mean, plus weapon damage and projectile size is always good, but there's rate of fire, then we can get burst fire. That's kind of the whole point of this craziness. I may even consider taking, like, charge shot on this. I think that could be really ridiculous. Being able to charge up a big payload of grenades. That could be fun, right? I like the auto mines because they're doing a lot of good work for us, and plus, it's just constant explosions, and who doesn't like constant explosions? If you don't like constant explosions, then, you know, I feel bad for you. Not really, that's kind of a mean thing. Okay, so Interceptor. Fires your weapon in addition to its own at a slower rate of fire. Okay. I mean, honestly, that sounds significantly neater than the Guardian. Just throwing that out there. I don't see anything here, so we're gonna reroll. Heavy caliber, outmaneuver, increases passive enemy attack avoidance. If you have evasion, its cooldown is reduced to 1.5 seconds. Interceptor orbits your nose and shares your facing direction instead of hunting down enemies. Maybe. Let's take outmaneuver first. Oh, baby. Look at the grenades. It's so much explodies. It died already. I thought the whole point of the architect thing was I was gonna have like a baller ally build, but apparently not. Oh boy, we're just tanking all kinds of stupid damage here. Can we send out another ally, please? Nope, not yet. There we go. Okay, so like, he is literally like evaporating. And I do not understand why. I do know why. I know exactly why. Okay, so the revelation I just had. We're gonna get out of the laser here, and I'm gonna show you what I just realized. You can only deploy one construct at a time. This is a construct. This is also a construct. This deploys mines automagically. So what's happening here is we can send our ally out, and that's great and all. But as soon as we lay a mine, the ally explodes. So we actually are gonna get rid of this hull just because I'm not playing this suboptimally on purpose. Because what's also happening as a part of that is every time a mine is deployed, it destroys the previous mine. So we're gonna just like take a better body at some point. I think we're gonna go for magnitude here because I think Spectre is an absolutely awful body for us. But we're gonna get rid of the architect because it's ruining what otherwise is, I think, a fun setup to try. Like having an ally shoot out a bunch of grenades with us. Just seems like a lot of fun. I also think playing around with bigger and better mines is a fun concept, but yeah, so like we do that and then watch as soon as a mine got deployed, rip ally. Because the thing is, like, I still want to have a good run. I don't want a run to be bad on purpose. And that's essentially what's happening right now because of the misplay there. And again, that's just like learning how things go together. Sure, we'll take Firefly. So now, if anybody is following us, we burn them from our tail. And now we can deploy our ally, and you know he's not going to be super amazing like he would have been. So basically, pro tip: like if you're going to take Architect, don't take mines, or if you're going to take mines, don't take anything else that is a construct. So this dude has killed us multiple times. I refuse to let him kill us this time. So now our ally is staying alive. Funny how... If it wasn't 45 minutes into this video, I would give you guys another one. This was a bad episode. I apologize. I'll see you in the next one. We have unlocked the adaptive armor. Causes you to gain armor stacks, which grant damage resistance when you take damage. Sounds like a neat tool to play with. We might have to check that out on the next episode, but for now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know your feedback, whether it be likes, dislikes, comments, or find me at Runt9 Plays on Twitter. Let me know what you think over there. In addition, you can check me out on twitch.tv/Runt9Plays. I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. But until the next episode of Runt9 Plays Nova Drift, this is Runt9, and I'll see you later.